Hey, what is up, everybody? Kenji here again, and I am here with Rod Brooks, CMO and Vice President of PEMCO, and we're actually at his event at the Space Needle. So, hey, thank you very much for having me.
I'm glad that you could make it. I was really surprised that so many people that I follow and that follow me back on Twitter actually responded and came to the event. It's been a great delight for us.
Yeah, no, it was very cool. You guys unveiled a new commercial,
That's right.
and it was what was it called? You Go.
Yeah, it's four-way stop guy.
Uh-huh.
You go, no you go, no you go guy. And if you live in the Northwest and if you've ever come to a four-way intersection at the same time as another car, we do know the rules of the road as Northwest drivers, but we tend to defer to our sense of what would you say, politeness, and we all defer. And so when people start to see this commercial, they'll recognize it right away that nobody wants to drive first.
Well, very, very cool. It was a hilarious commercial and very well done.
Thank you.
And so, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about social media, your use of it, and, PEMCO. So, first off, what are PEMCO's future plans for social media and their involvement?
Well, we want to participate in the conversation that our customers are having. And what we've done so far is we've put up some very limited opportunities for that where people can participate on a microsite or work back and forth. We've also tracked and participated in conversations that are already occurring where people are talking, sometimes they're talking about our commercials and we get involved in the conversation, things of that type. And more recently, the members of our staff that are most passionate about social media and can see the most benefit for it for our company have been using it as individuals, not as a corporate brand, but as individuals, to really get the experience and to understand how we can use it to help our customers, to assist them when they have problems, to promote things that they don't know about, to give them information that they wouldn't otherwise have, and to monitor the conversations and participate in those that our customers are having. So our future plans are to be much more active and open and two-way in our participation. And right now I think that we are more in the process, I'd say we're probably a little bit beyond beginner, but we are still early in our adoption of the social media tools.
Very, very cool. And so what about you personally, Rod? I know you're a big Twitter guy and you like social media personally. Where does that come from?
You know, I'm a little surprised at myself because wouldn't describe myself as a conservative person or someone who's a late to the party person, but I have found that I really enjoy personally the engagement that I have in social media. I'm learning a lot. I'm following people on Twitter and I'm engaged with Facebook and I'm LinkedIn and I'm using those tools. And on a personal basis, I've reconnected with people that I've worked with 10 to 20 years ago. I have found new partnerships. You and I, Kenji, would never be having this conversation if I had not logged on to Twitter one day and said, I want to try this. And this event you referenced, we decided that we were started out, we were going to have several of the people who were responsible for making the commercial come and sit down together and watch it on TV. And then someone said, Rod's got 450 followers. A number of them are local. Let's see if they'd like to come. And so 48 hours ago, I sent direct messages to 40 or 50 local people in my network of followers. And tonight, 30 or so of them showed up, including yourself. And so I've learning as an individual that connections are much more possible, much more valuable if you use the tools that are available to you. And I think that's going to mean a lot to our business, but it certainly means a lot to me personally.
Very, very cool. No, yeah, a lot of folks came out. There were a ton of Twitter folks out there, and I love how you put the Twitter handles on the name tags. That was
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we said, gee, I don't think I'll know these people by their real name. I'll have to make sure I know that they have their handle, and we decided to make sure that we put a Twitter feed up on the screen so that we could all tweet and see what we were all saying about the event. And I think that's something that's real beneficial. Tomorrow, when I tell people at work that they can go search at that hashtag, Northwest Profile, they'll see what happened here tonight, and they'll see that this is a tool that can really deliver a lot of interaction with people who are interested in this space.
No, that definitely showed a lot of value in the power of Twitter right there. I mean, in
Yeah.
so many different ways. So that is very cool. So now personally, I think we all have that wow moment with social media, that aha, I get it. Because I mean, it seems like social media now is either something you get or you really don't.
Right.
Now, for you, do you remember that moment?
Yeah, I do. I think that it was probably the first tool that I used with any success was probably LinkedIn, and I was getting wow moments when people that I knew but hadn't seen for a long time were reconnecting. Um, but then I got a whole new flavor when I started to participate actively in Facebook as another tool, another form of social media, and and then people started talking to me about Twitter, and I thought, okay, now I'm just learning Facebook. Um, I'm not sure I'm up for another thing, and before I knew it, I tried it out, and I had the bug. And it was really, I found it as an interesting way for me to share what I'm thinking. I thought it was a relevant way for me to communicate with people that had like-minded views or views that would challenge new thinking. And so I do. I think that was the moment. And I have to be honest. I said tonight when guests started to arrive, simply because we had been paying attention to one another in a space on Twitter that was common to all of us, I went, wow, I never really imagined that providing a forum for like-minded people to come and share their thoughts and interests and get acquainted could open doors like this. And I think it really will. I think it'll help us with our corporate brand. I think it will help us with our local presence. And that's our quest, is to be the local insurance company that gets it. And we want our the people who are fans of PEMCO, the fans of our advertising, say, hey, there's a company. They aren't just saying they're local. They demonstrate that they know us. And to know the people, you have to participate.
Very, very cool. I like that a lot. Now, Rod, last question. Where's your favorite place for lunch?
Wow, that's a great question. That's a really good question. I don't get out much for lunch because I'm so busy. I guess the place I go a lot, because it's close to the office, that I would say, is Joey's down in South Lake Union. It's a very casual, comfortable place. Great service, great salads, and great sandwiches. So I guess if you had to have one answer, I'd say Joey's gets my plug.
All right, very cool. So if people want to find you online, where can they find you?
They can find me at Twitter at Northwest Marketing Guy. So that's NW with an underscore, MKTG underscore GUY. Now, I just learned something last week. I was at a WOMA, Word of Mouth Marketing Association event, and they said, you're not doing your friends any favors by putting underscores in your ID. And I said, okay, I may have to rethink that. But that's where they can find me now. They can find me at Rod.Brooks, Rod Brooks on Facebook.
All right, very cool. Hey, Rod, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Kenji. I hope this was fun.